business lender in the region. We're WSFS Bank, and we stand for service. How can we help your business grow? To learn more, visit WSFSbank.com. Member FDIC.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
The independent investigation has concluded that Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women, and in doing so, and former New York State employees by engaging in unwelcome and non-consensual touching and making numerous offensive comments of a suggestive and sexual nature that created a hostile work environment for women.
Boy.
First, I want you to know directly from me that I never touched anyone inappropriately or made inappropriate sexual advances. I am 63 years old. I've lived my entire adult life in public view. That is just not who I am. And that's not who I have ever been.
Boy. And this is the big old boy.
He's going through it.
Are you now calling on him to resign?
Yes.
And if he doesn't resign, do you believe he should be impeached and removed from office?
Let's take one thing at a time here.
Yeah.
I think he should resign. I understand that the state legislature may decide to impeach. I don't know that for a fact. I've not read all that data.
So there you go.
What do you think he will do?
I don't know.
I don't think he will resign. Like, I don't have that gut feeling.
I don't either.
I don't have that yet. Now, if more starts to come out or if he has to, come out with more, maybe I'll lean towards that. But right now, I feel like he still wants to stick it out. I don't feel like he's going to resign.
Well, New York Attorney General yesterday announced the results of...
Now, again, more might come out today.
Yeah.
So, that's just how I feel right this second.
The
right
first
at this
clip
moment.
we played was the New York Attorney General. She announced the results of the month-long probe that found Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women. Some of them state employees, including by touching them inappropriately, commenting on their appearance, and making suggestive comments about their sex lives. Cuomo made a video denying the accusations. We just played that. But there were growing calls, including Democratic allies, for him to resign. Among those, we heard President Biden, the Democratic governors of neighboring states. This was a shocker to me. Phil Murphy out of New Jersey.
He did say something?
That's his boy. Yeah.
Wow. Now, I
That was a
heard
shock.
a few interviews of some of the women who came forward and part of their testimony. Now, I personally don't feel like listening to that they're going to let up.
The women.
If he doesn't resign, they're going to continue with it and they're going to call for his impeachment.
Well, the neighboring state governors, Democratic governors, called for him to resign. New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, boy.
New York Senators Chuck Schumer and others.
See, I didn't know all this. So
Yeah.
this is even more detailed.
He might. I don't know. Look, you're talking about a guy who like everybody was rumored like he could be the next president.
I know.
Wow. President Biden yesterday called on Republican governors who are resisting efforts to fight the coronavirus by blocking return mask mandates to, quote, get out of the way. In some of those states, Florida and Texas in particular, the virus is surging, driven by the Delta variant, mostly by unvaccinated. Biden said from the White House, if you're not going to help, at least get out of the way of people trying to do the right thing. Biden also expressed support for a move announced by New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio yesterday that people will be required to show proof of vaccination in the city to eat indoors, go to gyms and entertainment venues. Yes, that was a big story that was trending yesterday, that New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said that starting, I think September 3rd is when they're going to start it. I don't know. Don't quote me on that date.
No, but it is soon.
But soon, if you want to go to a restaurant indoors, you want to eat indoors.
Okay.
You want to go to the gym, or you want to go to like an event, an entertainment venue, Broadway door. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
Wow.
How do you feel about that? 302-858-5117. So
I haven't been to NYC in a while.
well, I mean, I think that's going
We
to
go normally around the holidays.
now that they did it. I think a lot of other places are going to start doing that. You know,
You think? Or do you think there's just like so many people there in New York City? Like it's one of the biggest tourist attractions.
I don't know.
Like, is that why he's doing it? I don't know either.
It's not going to happen in Florida. It's not going to happen in Texas. I think certain businesses, they're able to do it. You can't come in if you don't have your
Right.
vaccine card. I think it's going to turn into a cluster. It's going to be people arguing, fighting. It's going to be a thing. It's not going to last forever, but
Right.
I think for a short time, there's going to be ones that are going to start doing it. Eventually, it'll fizzle out, but we'll see. Into the sting. Just days after the eviction moratorium instituted last year because of the pandemic expired, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention issued a new moratorium on Tuesday to last until October the 3rd. The move came after intense criticism from many Democrats over the administration not extending the ban, and after the White House had said the recent Supreme Court ruling meant that they couldn't extend it. A new order blocks evictions in counties with substantial and high levels of COVID-19 transmission, which covers areas where 90% of the U.S. Population lives. President Biden said yesterday that he pushed for the CDC to again consider its options, but suggested it may not hold up against lawsuits, saying the bulk of the scholarship says that it's not likely to pass constitutional muster. But like places, or I haven't heard too many situations. Like you turn on the news and you hear about it like crazy, but I don't. Like, who's not paying their rent?
Yeah,
you know
on
what I'm
the
saying?
news,
Like,
you listen and you read and you hear these stories,
and it's
where
like
it
it's
says
everywhere.
Millions of Americans on the verge of being homeless, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is how the headlines will go.
So what do you just stop paying your rent?
But
And,
I don't personally know anyone who's, has opened up and said anything to me like this.
I'm not paying rent because Biden said I didn't have to. Like I don't know too many people who are doing that.
I don't know either.
It's coronavirus. I don't have to pay rent now
I'm not familiar
because
with
there
that.
are jobs. There are, I don't know. The whole thing's a touchy subject that I don't want to get into. But
something through a grant or a scholarship.
but
like you mentioned,
a grant
or-
ain't going to cover every month not getting
No,
rent.
I know.
So that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know what.
Like I know some
resources.
people own property. They got plenty of money. No, that's not how it works. An officer was fatally stabbed at a transit center outside the headquarters of the U.S. military yesterday morning. The suspect, identified as 27-year-old Austin William Lands of Georgia, ambushed the officer on a bus platform around 10:30 a.m., running at him and stabbing him in the neck. Wow. Lands was shot and killed by responding officers. Investigators are still trying to determine the motive, as well as looking at any potential history of mental illness.
It's terrible.
Unbelievable. Jess, you got some local stories.
Yep, Michael Jordan's plane has landed in Salisbury.
Yes, it has.
And he is headed to the White Marlin Open.
Yeah, so he wasn't here, but now he is here.
Michael Jordan's
the boat
plane
was
was
here.
spotted.
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday at the Salisbury Regional Airport. So it won't be long that he's going to be on board there, catch 23, and hopefully fishing in the 2021 White Marlin Open.
Nice. Shout out to everybody
All
down
right.
at the White Marlin Open.
And also, talking about that, the captain of Not Stressed, the boat that sunk on Monday, is now urging other boaters to please make sure that they have all the necessary life-saving equipment. The captain, Brian Mart, says that he is always prepared when he goes out on the water, and he now wants to put the word out for others to be prepared as well. All 6 of the men who were rescued by the Fishbone, another vessel that was competing in the White Marlin Open, he thanks them all again for all of their actions. The crew of the Fishbone will get another day to fish, and the crew of Not Stressed is planning on fishing again today.
Okay.
All right, so that is great news. And Representative Andy Harris made an announcement yesterday that Ocean City will get $15.7 million. They have a contract to Weeks Marine, and that's going to be for the replenishment of the beach sand in Ocean City.
Nice.
All right, so that's a project that's expected to begin after Labor Day, and it will be completed before Memorial Day 2022.
Also want to put this out there for my Marylanders, my fellow Marylanders. This is a story that went on all the news stations yesterday. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan and the state are not considering reinstating the mask mandate.
Okay.
So they are not considering, as many rumors as you might have heard. Other places may be doing it. And you might be asked to put one on in different private businesses. They can do what they want. Some businesses that are requiring their employees. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, fine. But Maryland Governor Larry Hogan said in a statement, let me repeat that for those in the back, not considering reinstating the mask mandate. So
Okay.
I say bravo to that. Thank you. Thank you.
Go.
You know? So
That's statewide.
we're vaccinated, okay? So thank you. It is the Bill and Jessica show. Here's all the deets on the Governor's Ball Music Festival. Good morning.
We're sending you to New York City for the